Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Well, we're still here at the Williams Grove Speedway, this time under the lights in the night sky. Round number 4, the Blues Field Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Round number 4, race number 2 of the night. And we are getting set for qualifying here in just a few moments' time, so stick around for that one. We hope you enjoy race number 1. Oh, that belonged to Drew Neal over Kyle Scott and Matthew Henninger. In third, as we've got 17 or 18 cars. We are in race number 2. So it should be another exciting show, hopefully. But it is now time for qualifying. It's going to be group qualifying. We're just waiting on race control to flick this one over. So practice done and dusted, and it was Ryan Pace who was the fastest in practice. We'll see if we can translate that over to qualifying, which is going to happen right now. Let's get our new, I wouldn't say new camera angles out, but we'll get our camera angles out as we're waiting on the first couple of cars. So it looks like we might have about 6 groups of qualifying. Well, the guy that set quick, the guy that was fastest in the wars, in the Pace Motorsports number 44, it's Ryan Pace. Behind him, in car number 73, didn't have a whole lot of luck. In race number 1, it's Alan Samel. And in the Lepresto Racing, UW Motorsports, Colby's iPaint, Ultimate Dirt TV, car number 257, Anthony Lepresto. Green flag waving here on race number 2 qualifying. Who will take out the final race of the night? How you finish qualifying is how they will start the main event tonight. Ryan Pace with a 17.677. Alan Smell with a 17.726. Anthony Lepresto, quick time with a 17.585. 17.584. Well, Ryan Pace goes to the top of the speed charts. Well, he would have, but he actually had contact with the wall. Alan Smell slower on lap 2, as is Anthony Lepresto. And unfortunately for Ryan Pace, with the contact with the wall on your qualifying lap, you don't actually get scored. But he would have been quick time by 1/1000th of a second. And well, there's a couple of UW Motorsports drivers in this one in the Lepresto Racing Ultimate Dirt TV. Colby's iPage UW Motorsports entry 157. It's John Lepresto. In the All Black number 22, it is Jason Nygaard. In the UW Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV 555, it's Brad Speidel. So it's just those 3 cars. John Lepresto will get the first lap in with an 18, no, it's no time. It would have been an 18.008. Jason Nygaard with a 17.941, and Brad Speidel, no time taken. So they can keep it off the wall. John Lepresto with a 17.846, 845 in fact. Fourth quick, Jason Nygaard with a 17.941, his quickest lap time. And Brad Speidel comes across the line, no time in that one, so his actual first warm-up lap when he came out of the pits of a 28.720, that's going to have to stick here. So involved in a single wreck in race number 1 on the backstretch. The 127 of Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill in the 127. And on the racetrack in car number 93, the defending World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Cars Series is Chris Roberts. And in the 06, finished second in race number 1, it's going to be Kyle Scott. So green flag already out. Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill with a 17.699. Chris Roberts with a 17.904. Kyle Scott with a 17.910. Stephen Hill quicker with a 17.87. It's actually slow with a 17.875. Cars on pit road, do my head in. 17.888 for Chris Roberts goes to position number 6, and Kyle Scott with a 17.910 sits in position number 7. Well, that rolls our feature winner from 2 weeks ago at the Knoxville Raceway. In car number 31, Tyson Landis. Tyson Landis in car number 31. In the channel lock number 29, it is Taylor Howe. And in the black 6 machine, it's Alex Orions. So green flag will wave on group number 4. Oh, Landis going to have no time on lap number 1. He's going to lose all sorts of speed. It would have been an 18.410 anyway, so Taylor Howe with an 18.044. Excuse me, Alex Orions with a 17.926. Tyson Landis a 17.951. Taylor Howe slower on second lap, as is Alex Orions with an 17.960. So far, 12 cars have laid down lap time here at Williams Grove. Well, on the Steel Cycle eBay 005 entry, it's Brandon Steele in the 53, Tom Prakash. In car number 20, must have this guy back for race number 2, wasn't in race number 1. It's going to be John Lowe. So, Tom Prakash getting the green flag. Brandon Steele going to have one fast lap on this one as he actually just slowed up for the 53 of Tom Prakash, and Prakash goes with an 18.382. John Lowe with an 18.246. Brandon Steele, not sure what he's done there, but he's put it back in the parking lot. Prakash with an 18.062. 12th quick, and John Lowe with an 18.044. It's just under half a second between our top 13 drivers. And that rolls the 21 of Tyler Henselman. Tyler Henselman in car number 21. Career best finish with the Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. In car number 97, it's Matthew Henninger. So 2 cars in this one. Henselman running through the middle in turns 3 and 4. A little bit out of shape, but it's an 18.230. Matthew Henninger having a look at his time, an 18.066. It's going to sit in position number 14. So these drivers 14th and 15th respectively. Henselman looks better off turn 2 with an 18.055. Henninger slower on lap number 2, so Henselman up to 13th. Henninger in position number 15. Another one of these UW Motorsports cars in car number 12. It's going to be Michael Sheridan. Michael Sheridan in car number 12. So the only driver in this one, so this is the 17th car to take a lap time here.
Green flag.
There's green flag, and not sure whether he's going to get 1 lap or whether he will get 2, so we'll listen into race control here in just a moment.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
He just gets the 1 lap, and it's an 18.015. It's 11th quick. So between our top 16 drivers, you're looking at 0.481 of a second, so less than half a second separating our top, well, basically our field. So well done to Anthony Lopresto, who sits in position number 1 with a 17.585, nearly a full 10th quicker than our second place qualifier of Ryan Pace with a 17.677. A 17.699 for Stephen Hill. Alan Samel with a 17.726. John Lopresto with a 17.845. Chris Roberts with a 17.888. Kyle Scott 7th with a 17.910. Alex Orion's 8th with a 17.926. Jason Nygaard with a 17.941. And Tyson Landis with a 17.953. Qualifying done and dusted. Well, it's time for our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Here we have it, starting on the pole for tonight's main event in race number 2. It's going to be the 257 of Anthony Lopresto. To his outside, in car number 44, it's Ryan Pace. Starting out of position number 3, the 127 of Stephen Hill. He's going to line up alongside the 73 of Alan Samel. John Lopresto in the 157 will start out of position 5, and to his outside, it's going to be the 93 of Chris Roberts. Row 4 on the inside. Finished second in race number 1. It's going to be the 06 of Kyle Scott, and the 6 of Alex Orions starts out of position number 8. At a position number 9, in car number 22, Jason Nygaard. He lined up alongside the 31 of Tyson Landis. At a position number 11, it's the 12 of Michael Sheridan. Starting out of position number 12, it's going to be the 29 of Taylor Howe. Go back to row number 7 on the inside, in car number 20. It's going to be John Lowe. He lines up alongside the 21 of Tyler Henselman. At a position number 15, the 53 of Tom Prakash lines up alongside the 97 of Matthew Henninger. Starting out of position 17, the 555 of Brad Speidel. Alongside him in car number 38, if he's in here, it's going to be scheduled to be Brett Strickle, but I don't see him on the racetrack, if he is. If not, Brandon Steele in the 005 will start out at position number 19. So another 30 laps on the board here for race number 2. Let's get the grid off the screen. So once again, caution laps will not count. Anytime there's a caution, we add 3 laps. Guys got a good solid amount of green flag laps in. We just had the 4 cautions in race number 1, I think. So let's see if we can't get another good solid amount of green flag racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Lepresto and Pace. Hill, Samuel, Lepresto in row 3. You got Roberts as well, so you got a set of brothers and a set of teammates all throughout this field. Cannot go until the green flag is displayed, and that comes halfway down the straightaway. There we go. We are racing here for race number 2. You know what? A lot of these drivers take it easy through the first couple of corners. Roberts now working on the outside on John Lepresto in the 157. We are full.
Yellow.
Not clean and green. Is that Henselman who's upside down? It is, along with John Lowe. So let's bring up an instant replay here. So that's 21. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Tyson Landis. So Tyson Landis was that one. So let's again, we'll have a look at the replay. You just see here. 31 just gets a little too high. Comes back down the racetrack. Henselman having nowhere to go, and Landis got John Lowe as well. It's a bit unfortunate, but fortunately it's racing. It's just the way it has to be. Once again, thank you for tuning in here live on Ultimate Dirt TV, live right here on Facebook for the Blue Sphere Corporation and the old bastard World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series from Williams Grove, round number 4, race number 2. So essentially 24 races throughout the night. Two races a night, 12-week series. 12 times 2, yes, you got 24 races. I believe you get 4 drop weeks, so you drop your 4 worst rounds, and that's very helpful when it comes to the end of season points. You can see that I've actually won one of these World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. In fact, I won it a couple of years ago. And then the way that Chris Roberts wanted to beat me was he wanted to put me in the booth. I know he'll have a bit of a chuckle at that, so cheers, mate. So I let him have the championship last season. I'll let someone else have it this season. We'll see if he can defend his title. The key to winning is be there every week. So Vinny's set to go green this time, right?
Green's out. Green flag.
There we go. We are back underway here at Williams Grove Speedway. Looking at Kyle Scott in the 06 to the outside of Chris Roberts in turns 3 and 4. So as I said earlier on, turn 4 is a lot, 1 and 2 is a lot different than 3 and 4, and you can just see by how wide this racetrack really is, especially in turns 1 and 2. You get to turn 3 and 4, and it's a lot sharper. It's like kind of like a hairpin kind of type deal, whereas 1 and 2 you're wide open. Oh, Alex O'Ryan's with a big crash in that 6 machine. So have a look at the replay. Down the back straight away. I just got a little bit loose, and Taylor Howe unfortunately caught the back of that 6 machine. Thankfully he didn't go upside down. You watch it right there. Yeah, Taylor Howe Nowhere to go. Once again, another replay. This time from the high angle. And we also had Tyson Landis climbed the wall as well. Look at the replay of that one. He just slides it in too much, and there it is. There's the 31 of Landis, and his night was done for as well. So the lights are still flashing on the pace track. White flag, lap number 36 here tonight with 2 cautions. They had 3 laps, and it just gives the drivers a chance to complete a full 30 laps rather than have a race filled with yellow flags. So the pace track still with the amber lights on. In fact, he'll flick a switch. He'll be having race control. Tell him turn those lights off. We're going green flag the next time by. So we've got 25 laps left to run. Twin 30 features. Tonight here from the Knoxville Raceway. Race number 1 just had 4 cautions, I believe, so a little bit of a smaller field, but the finish was just outstanding. You can actually watch it back if you really wanted to. You can just click on the videos on Ultimate Dirt TV in the videos tab, or you can like us on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube as well. We upload our races from the Dirty Old Bus, and all races that we do here on Ultimate Dirt TV, we upload them to our YouTube channel.
Green flag, green flag.
We'll have those races up today in the next couple of hours. We're back underway. What has Ryan Pace got the 44 machine for the 257 of Anthony Lopresto? Time will tell. Oh, John Lopresto!
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, geez, heartbreaking stuff. Heartbreak for the 157. And look at this camera angle right here. Look, you just see just overcooks it too much. Yep, unfortunate. Sheridan almost got a piece of him. Pro Cash got a piece of it. Hensel, I'm not sure what he's doing back here, being that slow. Might have been involved in a incident early on, but oh, there it is. Well, that's here up in slow motion as well, ready? And here it comes. So this is into turn 3, and you just see just gets a little bit over that cushion that's starting to form, and not going to end well. In fact, we're going to have all our replays now in slow motion so we can show you, the fans, on what you're missing. Excuse me, just trying to turn the volume down on my phone because it seems to be going off quite a lot. So white flag, lap number 39. So only getting 1 lap in the book. There we go, it's time to set these 900 odd horsepower winged sprint cars loose. Lopresto, Pace, and Stephen Hill, your top 3. Samuel and Roberts round out the top 5. We are getting set to launch, and green is out. Drivers get back on the gas. They stamp the right foot down. Samuel to the inside here on Stephen Hill for your podium right now. He can't make it happen, and here comes Kyle Scott on the outside in that 06 machine. Whoa! He almost tumbled on John Presto and others did already. He almost cooked it. Oh, Brandon Steele. I think that might be Jason Nygaard. No, it's Alex Orions next to Brandon Steele. Samel. He's having a little bit better luck. Oh, as I say that, I've almost just put the curse on him. Stephen Hill got out of shape in front of Samel. Just as I was saying, Samel was having luck, and he would kill me if he just heard that.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, big wreck. Sheridan, Scott, Henninger involved. Replay coming up. Oh, and there was a wreck behind as well in the backstretch. We'll catch that one. So this is out of turn number 2. So watch the green car just coming out of turn 2 on the inside now. And also keep an eye behind as well between, I think it's Spital and Orions. So there's Howe. He shuts the door on Sheridan. And, well, the left rear met the right front. Sheridan was on his way to being turned around, and unfortunately for Matthew Henninger in the 97, he had nowhere to go. So Sheridan has a run on Howe. Howe just shuts the door. There it is. Can't really... All these drivers run mirrors, so let's have a look at the wreck between Spidel. This is out of turn 2. Oh, I think Orions may have gotten a good run. Let's have a look. So this is a replay right now. You won't hear any sound of the cars because I've got it playing at half pace distance. So Orions gets a good run, and it's just, oh, Spider looks like he may have just been coming down a little bit, but one come down, one come up, same real estate. It happens. So lights are out. Back to green, this time by white flag. Lap number 42. So 21 remain in tonight's feature. Can Anthony Lopresto hang on for another feature win? I bet he almost wanted to pick up the pace just then when the pace car went in, but realising he can't go until the green flag has been displayed. And there we go, the virtual green flag is back out on the racetrack. Spiral, in fact, cut low down the front straight over. You're watching right now battle on screen between the two team cars. Chris Roberts in the white chassis and the red rims, with Alan Simone, the yellow chassis and the yellow rims. As Roberts now to the inside of Stephen Hill into turn number 1 and 2. Roberts has got that bottom side working right now. Stephen Hill is going to work back to the outside. Into 3 and 4, they run side by side. Simel's got the best seat in the house, and almost a battle for the race lead as well. Pace, 4 wheels up over the cushion. Oh, Taylor Howe. Somehow we are still green. How Lepresto and John Lepresto and Sheridan. Those two drivers are still out. Oh, Brett Cash out of shape. It is getting hairy and scary in the back. Tell you what, a great battle going on for 4th and 5th right now between Samo and Hill. At the line last time by it was 1/1000th of a second. And trying to tell me it's not Kyle Scott. Definitely not Kyle Scott. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not Henselman. We are trying to figure out the cause of the caution. cannot for the life of me figure that out. You know, it's okay. Here's what it is. Sometimes you miss it. Could be like a NASCAR caution. The good old Phantom. So the light's on the pace truck still. You still get to see a decent amount of green flag runs, but unfortunately Williams Grove, well, I've seen many races here that have produced a lot more yellows than what we are seeing here tonight. This is probably the best sprint car league, as I think Tyler Henselman has just come in to pit road.
One of the green guys, tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 45. Still a long way to go, guys.
Yeah, 45, and we'll be on lap 30 when we get the green, so essentially there's still 16 to run, so we're about halfway. $16 to run. And it's Anthony Lopresto out in front. Tyler Henselman has brought that car back on pit road, so 11 cars left on the racetrack at the moment.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green is back out here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Lopresto gets a good start. That's Anthony Lopresto, your race leader. Ryan Pace in second. Roberts, Hill, and Smell. So we'll have a look at Roberts. Roberts is starting to make some ground as well. There you go. So you know who's who in the zoo right now. 15 to go. So officially we are halfway home in tonight's second feature event. You got to think Lopresto is looking good. Look at Stephen Hill and Al Samel. We're at the top in 3 and 4. They look so good to start off with, but then just that bottom side starts to fade away. Just a little bit over 3 tenths. A little over 3 1/4 tenths as they went into 1 and 2 on the last lap. And well, Ryan Pace had to get out of the gas big time, and now that's going to put Chris Roberts up to position number 2, and he's got it by 0.066 of a second. So, Mr. Consistency, Chris Roberts, up to position number 2. He's got a fair way, a 1.2 second, make that 1.3 second deficit of your race leader. And as you see in race number 1, Roberts has just ran the bottom.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
See if we can catch the yellow here. Oh, the 53. Tom Prakash, he was in 9th. Oh, okay, there we go. Looks like it may happen at a turn number 2. He was just the innocent party. Alright, so let's have a look at John Lopresto here. Him and Taylor Howe sort of came together. Howe put it on the inside. He slides up a little bit. Right rear meets left front. Wasn't too bad. It was just that, unfortunately, for Tom Prakash, it was just wrong place at the wrong time. But John Lopresto done for the evening.
single file, white flag, lap 48.
There we have it, white flag.
Starting with 10 to go.
White flag, lap 48. Restart with 10 laps on the board. So essentially a heat race distance left in tonight's main event. Let's see if we can't get this done. Just 5 miles to run. So here we do want to thank Dirty Old Bastards and Blues Fear Corporation for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action for not only the 360s but also the 410 series as well. Here we go, 10 laps on the board. Will the Presto notch another feature win under his belt, and we are back underway. We look to try and cycle through the field to make sure everyone gets through turns 1 and 2. A-OK. Challenge for the race lead now. Roberts on the inside of the Presto. He's working that bottom side. He's doing what nobody else is doing. Top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. There he goes here. He goes to the bottom again. So there's still a bit of moisture down there right now. 8 to go. He may have just given a little bit of a front there to the Presto. As the Presto, well, he's now trying to run away with this one. Into turn 3 and 4. Roberts a little bit slower, but he seems faster right now. Looking at lap times, he is a 10th quicker right now. But Ryan Pace with an 18.397. That's almost the fastest lap of the race right now. And look out, because here comes the 44. He is on a charge down the front, straight away second. Whoa, literally 1/1000th of a second. Ryan Pace had it. He was 0.299 of a second behind Lepresto. Chris Roberts was 0.300. That was close. And I think we're going to have about 5, maybe 6 to run. So the fastest lap of the race so far is an 18.263, and that was done by Ryan Pace just on that lap as he got past Chris Roberts on the outside. The next fastest is Anthony Lepresto with an 18.308. Chris Roberts 18.452. So the lights are still on the pace truck, and they will flick off this time by it. So we should be on 6 to go.
1 to green, guys. Tighten up. Single file, white flag, lap 51. 5 to go at the line.
Oh, okay, 5 to go.
I'm sorry, I thought...
Yes, that is correct. Actually, I can't actually count. I was looking at different lap counters. So 2 different timing sheets, or timing screens, I should say. Here we go. 5 to go. At the line, this field will tighten up. Lepresto, 5 circuits to run. Can he pick up another victory here? He's going to have company, no doubt about it, because the 44 of Ryan Pace. He's been fast over the previous couple of laps. Can he continue that on? Robert's going to dive back to the inside in turn number 3 and 4. Pace almost gets the wall out of turn 4, but it goes back to the top side in turns 1 and 2. We got 4 to run. Can the 44 do anything with the 257 right now? Roberts keeps going back to the bottom as Lepresto and Pace get a little bit out of shape off of turn number 4. As you look at when they come down the back straightaway, you'll see nice, straight and smooth. We should be on 2 to green right now.
2 to go.
2 to go at the line. Roberts is starting to make up ground as well. This is your top 3. Roberts on the inside of Pace. Here is Pace now. Pace has got a big run down the front straight away. The white flag is out. The final time around the Knoxville Raceway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Pace is going to go to the bottom side of the racetrack. Has he got the run coming off 4? No. Give it to Lepresto. He gets the job done. What a great drive from those 3 drivers. Second was Ryan Pace. Roberts third. Stephen Hill, Alan Savell, Sheridan, Howe, Speidel, Nygaard, Procash. Then we go to John Lepresto, Henselman, Scott, Orion Tenninger, Steele, Tyson Landers, and John Lowe. So well done to John Lepresto, Ryan Pace, and Chris Roberts. Well, we'll go ahead and have a chat with our third place driver, Chris Roberts. Chris, congratulations. You thought you might have had something there for Lepresto and Pace there in those last probably 10 laps, but I guess the bottom kind of just went away from you.
Yeah, I really thought I had something, man. That's to run that close to Lepresto with how hot he's been this season in the 360s and 410s. That was just amazing. The 3 of us, we were rocking it. The bottom was still there through 3 and 4, but you had to hit it right. It kept getting narrower and narrower, and it turned into a very fine line. But I mean, I'm not sure there at the end. I'm not sure if I could have passed them, but if they would have slipped up on the outside, I could have easily got by using the bottom.
Well, you ran almost just as a quicker lap time as what those guys did anyway. I mean, Pace hit an 18.199, Lepresto hit a 3:08, and you're at a 3:11. So, I mean, that comes back down to those last couple of laps and that bottom side. I think just from what it looked like, probably on that last restart in the last 5 laps, just the bottom side wasn't there as much as you'd like to be in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, it wasn't as much. I mean, that's naturally as the race goes on. The lines are going to wear out, get narrower. I know I was getting a good run out of 1 and 2, but every now and then I had to just breathe a little bit in the center because I was catching up to Ryan too quick, and that kind of killed the momentum down the back. But yeah, it was getting narrow and a fine line. But man, that was some great racing between the 3 of us there.
Well, we had a few yellows here tonight, but we sort of spoke off air, and it's been the talk of the series so far. I mean, the drivers are kind of, I think they're just overdriving it, but not to take anything away from the league. It's certainly the best league out there. When it comes to sprint car racing, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's I definitely agree, Brett. Overdriving's been a big key to start the season off. I know the first week, 2 weeks, it's all understandable. You've got a bunch of new guys in, but we're week 4 here. It ought to be getting cleaner. And USA Tuesday night, I wasn't too pleased with how that went. Here tonight, it was Williams Grove, so I was expecting a rough one that first race. 5 yellows. That was real good for Williams Grove. This one, a couple more than what we had in the first. Might have just been some overdriving or something. I'll check it all out later. But for it being Williams Grove, it was an overall pretty good night, and the racing seemed to be pretty good in both races.
All right, well, before we let you get out of here, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I want to, shout out as always to Blue Sphere, coming on board, sponsoring us for this season. I believe I can say that one of their partner companies is going to come on board for next season and sponsor the 2 series once again. You know, to keep that going with you, Brett. You know, as long as all goes well with you on your end. So far, it seems good. Ain't heard nothing. So, you, as always, Ultimate Dirt TV, Dirty Old Bastards. You know, here we, I'd say we kind of conquered Williams Grove for how races have gone here in the past. So, you know, put on a good show there in this second race there, the last 10 laps. And, you know, DTB, that's me, Al. Well, Al had a rough one in the first, but, you know, we rebounded in the second. And then just everybody that comes out and supports us. You know, I enjoy doing this, putting it on for everybody and providing some good racing.
All right, well done on a third place here tonight, Chris.
Thanks, man. See you.
There you have it. Chris Roberts comes home in third place. Coming home with the win tonight, as he's done all throughout the season. He turns up and he generally wins. Anthony Lepresto. Anthony, well done on a win here. Yeah, you really had to work for that one tonight. I need to click on Discord. So give him a couple of seconds here.
Well, can you hear me there, Brett?
Yep, can now. Got you loud and clear. You had to work for that one tonight. It was getting tough towards the end of that race.
Yeah, the track was definitely getting a little rough there at the end of that thing. It was, you know, the groove was pretty much on the high side all night, and I was missing the entrance to 3 for most of the race. It seemed like that's why Ryan and Chris were able to catch up to me there a little bit. So once I burned a little bit of fuel off and got the wings situated there a little bit, was able to kind of hit the cushion and 3 and 4, and you know, keep the lead there.
3 and 4 obviously a lot tighter than, you know, turns 1 and 2. What do you do as a driver to, you know, to change that up? Because, you know, obviously 1 and 2 you can, you know, really hold it wide open, whereas 3 and 4, you know, you've got to be off the gas at some parts of that turn.
Yeah, it's like a bipolar racetrack. I mean, on the one side, you know, 1 and 2, you can pretty much rail the cushion all the way around as hard as you can, and on the other side, like you said, it's the exact opposite. You know, you're kind of just can kind of breathe again once you get through turn 4, and then once you come out of 2, it's like, all right, hold your breath again and hope we survive 3 and 4. That's really the best you can do.
Oh, you had another feature win to your belt for this season here in the Dirty Old Bus. Obviously, not get a sick of victory lane. So congratulations on the win. I'm sure you got some people and some sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank my teammates back at UW Motorsports. Got to thank all of our sponsors at Ultimate Dirt TV. I got to welcome you to the team there, Brett. Congrats on joining us here. Hope you enjoy your stay here at UWU. We're a pretty friendly bunch, as you see so far. So, got to thank Colby's Eye Paints, Next Gen Fab, and thank you for casting this thing. And thanks to DOB for hosting this thing as usual. And see you guys next week.
All right, there we have it. Anthony Presto comes away with tonight's feature win. So well done to Anthony Lepresto, Ryan Pace, and Chris Roberts on your podium here in race number 2. That wraps us up here for round number 4 of the Blues Fear Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars Series. We thank you for joining us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Make sure you give the page a like. Make sure you support and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll have these uploaded within a couple of hours. We've got the 360s to upload today, and we'll have this 410 races downloaded and uploaded as well. And make sure you do like the Blues Fear Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards on Facebook as well. On behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's Brett Wheeler signing off. We'll see you back Tuesday night for the 360s for round number 5.